Alright, we are in Dallas, Texas. I'm actually visiting my dad who lives about an hour outside the city. We're going on a road trip, but before we leave, I'm going to stop at the Texas Card House and participate in a cash game of 1-2 no limit Texas Hold'em, and I'm going to buy in for $300. First hand we are dealt are pocket aces. Oh baby, let's go. I heard they like to gamble here in Texas, so I am very happy to see when the guy in middle position actually raises to 12. With aces here, I'm going to be playing these super aggressive, so I'm going to re-raise to 40. Unfortunately, I do not put out the right amount of chips. I put down 35 instead of 40, and even worse, everybody at the table actually ends up folding to me. So we don't get a lot of action, but we take down a small pot, and at least I win my first hand here in Texas. Next hand under the gun, we have ace jack of diamonds. I'm first to act, and I raised to $12, and we have 3 callers, so we're going to go 4 ways to a flop. Flop comes 9-10 ace with 2 hearts. With top pair, good kicker, I'm pretty confident I have the best hand right now. And with this board, I want to charge the draws, so I'm going to make it $40 to go. All 3 players actually end up calling. So we're going 4 ways to a turn with a pretty good sized pot here. With top pair, good kicker, I'm still confident I have the best hand. I have a feeling that I'm up against some draws or maybe a weaker ace. The jack of spades coming on the turn, I'm pretty sure I have the best hand here most of the time. I'm really hoping I'm up against draws, and with $160 in the pot and about $140 behind, I decide to rip it all in.
140. Okay. Pause. Alright, 140 to go.
And I'm laying down the monster.
All in for less.
The player to my left calls. I'm hoping that he doesn't have much of anything, since it seems like he doesn't really know how to play very well. Player middle position ends up folding, announcing that he is laying down a monster, and the player on the button calls, announcing that he is on a flush draw. Do me a favor and pause the video and hit that like and subscribe button for me for some good luck and hopefully some run good to have my ace jack hold up here.
Here, give me $1. Whoops. 111. Main pot is correct. You guys are heads up for the rest. Running it out.
No,
Alright, showdown, these two hands.
I don't want that heart.
Ace Jack, 2 pairs. I need to see for these two hands.
Straight.
Straight, 7, 8, 9, 10 Jack.
With the 3 of hearts coming on the river, the player on the button hits his flush, and the player to my left in early position announces he has a straight. So totally dominated here. I get stacked, and yeah.
Good hand.
At least the good news is, hopefully you liked and subscribed on the video. I am gonna fire it up and load a second barrel here, and hopefully I can play better and get myself out of this hole. Next hand we pick up is Ace Jack offsuit again, this time in the big blind. We got a few limpers, and we don't allow limping around here, so let's pump it up and let's make it $15 to go. Both players end up making the call, so we are going 3 ways to a flop. Flop comes Ace 4-9 Rainbow. I got top pair good kicker, so I feel pretty good about my hand, and I am gonna make it $30 to go. Under the gun folds, and player in under the gun +1 actually makes the call. We're going heads up to the turn, and when the turn comes a 4 of hearts, I still feel pretty good about my hand, but I do want to exercise some pot control, and I check, and the player behind me checks as well. River comes a 10 clubs, and again I'm gonna check. Player checks behind, I show my Ace Jack, and he mucks, so our ace is good, and I take down a pretty nice pot.
You drop that one.
The next spot here, we are in the small blind with a pair of 3s. Under the gun is going to raise to 10, and the player to his left is going to call. In the small blind here with the small pair, I'm going to call hoping to set mine, and we are going to go 3 ways to a flop. And bank, we hit our set on a flop of Ace 7-3 2 spades. I check for deception, looking to check raise, and to my delight, under the gun bets 10, under the gun +1 folds, and I pump it up to $30. After thinking it over, player under the gun ends up making the call, and we are going heads up to a turn. Turn comes a 4 of hearts, and I check. Player behind me checks as well. The river comes a 10 of clubs, and now I am looking to bet for value. I'm hoping he has Ace King, Ace Queen, Ace Jack, so I bet out $75. Hopefully he can find a call. If he has Ace 10, I'm hoping that he re-raises me so that we can play for stacks. Player ends up tanking for over a minute. I'm guessing he does have that big ace, and I am hoping that he can find a call, but unfortunately he ends up folding Ace Jack. So good fold for him. Unfortunately, we don't get paid off. Maybe if I bet a little bit smaller, I could have got some money out of him, but I am still happy taking down a pot of almost $100. Alright, that does it for the Dallas, Texas vlog. I was in for 600 and I ended up cashing out for 484, so that's a loss of $116. I'm still happy with how I played. I had a lot of fun and I hope to be back. My dad actually owns a dog rescue about an hour outside of Texas, and I agreed to help him deliver some dogs. So we're going to drive from Texas all the way to New England, which is about a 30-hour drive. Then from there, I'm going to drive from New England all the way back to Texas, which is probably about the same amount, maybe a little bit shorter because we don't have to stop and take the dogs out to the bathroom and stuff like that. And then from Texas, I'm going to catch a flight to Las Vegas, Nevada, where I'm going to film myself playing some more Texas Hold'em. If you made it this far in the vlog, thank you. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to the channel. It helps me grow. And I'm looking forward to the next vlog where I get to play at some of the coolest casinos in Las Vegas.